I have a flag. Why does that sound so dirty? I have a flag. Now, I don't just own a flag, I also own a flag pole that I've exclusively got for an upcoming motorcycle event that's called the 11 out of 10 Adventure, that's in North Yorkshire, where we're going to go pitch up our tents at an awesome pub, go on an exclusive ride, and on the way back from the ride we're going to play some absolutely unbelievable games. It's part of the reason why I'm making this video, to give everybody the opportunity to practice, because there's some unbelievable prizes, because when there's games there's prizes. And then we're going to drink lots of beer and probably say lots of crazy things, go to bed and leave the next day without any hangover whatsoever, because of course it'll be non-alcoholic beer. But I just want to go back to my flag, because of course, being 11 out of 10, I am a very highly trained flag erector. So let me show you exactly how you put up an 11 out of 10 flag. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what you need to look for when you turn up on the 30th of September 2023. Now that literally is a week away, what means you've got a little bit of time to practice, like I said. So we are going to sort of aim to go out on a ride out at 2 p.m. So you need to obviously arrive at the campsite, I would say no later than 1 p.m. to give yourself a bit of time to set up your tent, make yourself a brew before we go out on the bike and head off. And the plan of it is to go to the moors, the Yorkshire moors. I hope I've got this right. And it's going to be a postcode thing. I will be displaying the postcode for the ride. You can put it in your sat nav, in your phone, whatever you want to do. Because if any of us get lost or if we want to take it a little bit slower or easier, then of course you've got a postcode for a place that we're hopefully going to be able to grab ourselves a coffee, a non-alcoholic beer, have a bit of a chinwag before we head back to the pub, the campsite. But on the way back, we are going to find, let's just say, a very private and exclusive road, because of course health and safety is key when it comes down to this. There is no way at all in a million years that we're just going to find a very quiet side road to play these games. Like I said, completely private road, and all the health and safety certificates and checks have been done. Now let's talk about the games, because this is what's going to give you sort of the heads up, time for you to practice. Now I just want to say about the first prize for the first game, because I sell the helmet head sticker. This is this here for £10, and it is absolutely, when attached to your bike, going to increase the value by about 1,000%. 1,000%, that makes most motorcycles absolutely priceless. And you've got what's really cool to win a helmet head sticker on this event, this game. You've got a 50-50 chance, because the game that we're going to play is called the Water Cup Challenge. And all you do is you get a plastic cup. You're going to have to bring your own water, because I cannot carry as much water as we're going to need to do this. You fill up your glass, and all you need to do with this full to the brim, that I'm not actually going to do properly, now I've got nowhere to put this bottle, you put it on your head and you set off on your motorcycle. And as you're in a pair, it's who can go the furthest wins. And I'm going to show you an example again, an example of this exact game that we played a good couple of years ago at the first ever Helmet Head subscriber meet. And I'll show you again how a true professional does it, and how many miles that I travelled with a glass of water on my head. And of course, if you do survive, you get to drink your water. Please don't fall off from there. So how cool is that? That's going to be the first game. We're going to go in pairs. Obviously, you don't have to play any of these. It's a volunteer situation. Basically, you're not going to be forced into playing, but you can win that exclusive helmet head sticker, the £10 sticker that can go onto your bike and have an absolute giggle doing it. So my advice would be, go to a car park, buy some plastic cups, get some water, put the water in the cup obviously, and then put it on your head and just see how far you can go, because you'd be surprised once you get going, once you get your balance. Because that day that we did it, some people actually went really fast and they went off into the distance with the water on their head. So I wouldn't have known who would have won if you completely got the distance. So you'll have to be honest, of course, but you can master it and obviously become a skilled expert just like myself, and you'll win yourself a sticker. So get practicing. Now the next game is a brand new invention of all motorcycle games ever. This is going to become legendary to all, and I like to call this the boulders game, because the boulders game, if you win this, there is one prize, one exclusive prize worth £250. It's a one-off. No one ever will get the same prize again. And this is literally a hand painting by Lady Head, who's got her own YouTube channel where she paints exclusive pieces of motorcycle art for commissions at £250. And she's going to be painting Ashworth, my overlanding, country sucking beast, an exclusive painting that you can go and see over on her channel being done. And then whoever wins the boulders game will win that exclusive painting to take home. And do not fear, if for any reason you've brought your bike and you've got nowhere you can put the painting on, we will post it out to you for completely free. Now the boulders game is quite interesting because, like I said, using nothing but health and safety and being completely safe and applying with all the rules, something like that anyway, just to cover my butt. This is how the game works. Now it's called the boulders game because we're going to have a very easy to see object on the side of the road. You've got to take your bike and go off into the distance while carrying a boulder. Well, this is a juggling ball beanbag, but just for health and safety reasons, if this was a boulder, it could be dangerous. So that's what we've done. We've changed it to juggling balls. These are all numbered as well, and we've got 6 of them, 1 to 6. But again, whoever gets the closest, if one's further away, we can hand that on to another person and they can have a go. Oh, I just hit the wall. Anyway, now the name of this game is now I'm not, it depends on the road, so I might change the speed, but for an example, and this is a good way to practice, get yourself to about 40 miles an hour, get yourself a boulder, and then put like a small cone down or something, because the name of this game is you're going to be coming along at about 40 miles an hour, probably faster because it'll be more fun. You've got to collect the boulder from around your crotch, because you will be, of course, riding your bike using your hand for the clutch. And then as you're approaching, you want to grab the boulder from your crotch, hold it out and drop it. And the aim of the game is to get as close as you possibly can to the object. And like I said, we'll probably do it a bit faster, but please practice at 40. And remember, health and safety is key. And if you hurt yourself, it's not my problem, it's yours. So no, please, take it careful. And whoever gets the closest out of all the people that play the game win the one-off exclusive painting. This is a brand new game out there, and this is going to be funny, because I know travelling at speed, trying to get a little ball in potentially a big hole could be easy. I mean, could be difficult. I mean, a very tight hole, getting a big ball in a very tight hole object near a thing can be extremely difficult. So that's the boulders game. So we've got our 2 games for the actual 11 out of 10. You know what the prizes are, and I'm looking forward then to heading back to the campsite with everybody and having an absolute giggle and a laugh, drinking many non-alcoholic beers and getting very sloshed and having an absolute giggle. And hopefully we're going to have some entertainment. If not, we're going to have some music. I've had many people volunteer to do some daddy dancing, and of course I will do the truffle shuffle on request. Now this is the other thing, it's not just me at this 11 out of 10 adventure. I have got some of my favourite YouTubers going, so you'll get to hang out with some awesome people as well. So are you ready for this? Are you ready for the list of YouTubers that come in? Now, if you are a YouTuber, I just want to say, and you're vlogging away and you are coming and I've missed off this list, please let me know, because over on the Helmet Head Talks Facebook page, there is the list of the people that are going, just so you know all the cool people you're going to meet. And like I said, they're my favourite YouTubers. So here we go, you ready? We've got Biker Buddy. Now Biker Buddy is basically their channel. It's Lee and his dog called Buddy, and I don't really need to tell you about any of this stuff because you would have all have literally seen these people and be excited as I am to hang out with them as well. Now the way it works with me Buddy and Lee is on the Biker Buddy channel is that Buddy wants to eat me, Lee wants to cuddle me. So when we get together, we have quite an exciting time. And you're going to see it live when you come. Buddy wants to eat me, Lee wants to hug me, and it's all going on. But he is, Lee, not obviously Buddy at this point, Lee has a wealth of knowledge in regards to, because what he used to do for a living is he used to take all of the bikes out, the prototype motorcycles out for manufacturers and put them through the test, and the stories and things he's got to tell you. And for example, if you own a Triumph, more than likely he was one of the test riders for the prototype bike before it made it to mass production, and he probably told them to do all sorts of things to it, and he'll be able to tell you stories about your bike that you will hear nowhere else. He is one awesome, full of knowledge guy, and his channel's well worth checking out. Next up is Monkey Dick's Adventures. Now, Monkey Dick's Adventures is a guy called Dean, and he is very, very much like me. He loves monkey bikes, and he has created not just the Monkey Dick's Adventures YouTube channel, but also the Monkey Revolution on Facebook that has a massive following and basically a fantastic group of people. But what Dean does is, Dean goes off on some crazy adventures, just like me, taking on all sorts of crazy stuff on his monkey bike and also his CT125 Hunter Cub. And he's done some really cool stuff recently. Please go over and check out his channel. Now, the thing about Dean is I remember Dean's first ever YouTube video, and I've watched Dean grow and get nothing but more and more awesome, and some of the stuff he puts out is seriously next level. But recently he had a trailer made for his monkey bike to go off on one of his adventures, and the thing of it is, no one knows what he keeps in his trailer. No one, literally no one knows at all. Now, the rumour is that it's a and I'm not allowed to say that, because if I do actually tell you what's inside his trailer, what will happen is I'll be demonetised. It's long, it's floppy, and it's wiggly. Or is it? I don't know, but the only way we're going to find out what's in Monkey Dick's, Dean's Honda monkey bike trailer, is by going up to him, of course, at the 11 out of 10 meet and asking, Dean, can I have a look what's inside your box? Because I want to know as much as you, but I've heard it's something that you shouldn't, but we will find out. We will find out. But please go and check out Dean's channel as well if you haven't. I don't even know I'm telling you to, because I'm sure you already all have, and you're all subscribed, and you're all probably addicted to the content as much as I am. The next legend to join us from the YouTube world is, now take the first letter from every single one of these and put it together, because it makes me wet myself every time. Ready? The two-wheeled auto twit. TWA. Now that is my good friend Paul Checkers, the world traveller Paul Checkers, and he is bringing the world famous Honda Pan-European that, from legendary status, it's become one of the first ever Honda Pan-Europeans not to make it up a disabled ramp. Trust me, if you've not seen that episode, you have missed out, because that man will take on any challenge, even if it's as daft as possible can be, and that's why we're such good friends. Honestly, go and check that out. He's bringing that, so you can all ask to touch where he never made it up the disabled ramp, because he did damage his bike quite a bit in the making of that episode. But he is an absolute legend, and he is currently coming around the world with me on leg to leg of this world adventure, so it's going to be absolutely awesome to hang out with him and of course touch his pan. Next up is Life in the Shady Lane. Now, Life in the Shady Lane, the guy behind that is called TJ, and TJ is a professional filmmaker, so you can imagine how awesome his content is and how much time he spends putting it all together. The thing about TJ though, the thing is about him and his channel, is that he's literally a comedian on two wheels. I've spent an entire night on a campsite with him, and I wet myself multiple times, to the point where I had to move away because it was dribbling down my leg. The guy, honestly, he's absolutely hilarious, and he knows some unbelievable karaoke singers. He has examples of them on his mobile phone. So when you see TJ, you must say to him, please show us these singers, show us the examples, because I want to get him all night reenacting and showing everybody the night he spent with me on a campsite, because he's never going to forget it, and neither am I. But the thing is with TJ as well, not just that, I don't actually know what his first name is. I just call him TJ Now, I'm guessing it's T, so it could be Tony. I mean, he looks like a Tony. He's definitely got to be Tony, but it could be Timothy. It could be Tom, or it could be Tallulah. I mean, it could be Tallulah. I think he looks like a Tom. I generally think he looks like a Tom, or a Thomas. No, no, Tony. He looks like a Tony. He looks like a Tony. And then, of course, up next, the final one on the list right now is the most beautifulest woman in the entire world, the most talented artist in the entire world. And I know this 100 zillion% because I married her. And of course, that is Lady Head. She's coming along as well, so we can get to know Lady Head better and obviously talk to her about her amazing art. Apparently, the first picture she ever painted was a man who's a lord, who's naked on a motorcycle. We made it look like a chaise lounge. It was very much like a scene from a very popular film called The Titanic. But obviously my boat's not sunk yet. Hopefully not. But anyway, anyway, Lady Head is going to be there as well. Like I said, if you are a YouTuber and you are coming along, you want to join us, you want to show your support, because at the end of the day, this entire thing was a call to action, because I got massively let down and my festival got cancelled at the last minute, and I've chucked something together within 2 weeks that I think will be better and actually now so much more special than anything else, because I've got so many people, so many nice comments coming through and so many nice people coming along to hang out with me, show their support, and exactly the same with all of these YouTubers, and we're going to make it better, a lot better than what the festival was ever going to be. But most of all, it's the most chilled out giggle going, because it's just going to be an absolute blast. Like I said, everything you need to know is down in the description. You've got 1 week to go. It is just the cost of camping, that is it. I'm not making any money from this. A lot of all this stuff is all at my expense as well. So it is just literally all you've got to do is book the campsite. Now, I've been told it's £18 to camp. I've taken it off for something else. It says 20. So between 18 to 20 to camp. It's about 30 quid for a camper van. Like, I'll be putting my bike in the back of my camper van because I'm a lord, and I'll be sleeping in a double bed with heating on during the night because I'm a lord. I don't camp. What are you talking about? But anyway, you can camp from 18 to £20. So it's well worth it. We're going to get trolleyed. We're going to have a laugh. We're going to make this an epic episode as well. I can't wait for the giggles. So I'll see you there. This is going to be fun. This is going to be really fun. Take care, ride safe, see you on the 30th. Bye bye for now. Oh, and practice those games.